is Sofia Lind and my business is called Tasaseks, and it's a sexuality education business providing workshops and training for teachers and other people who work with children or young people, and some pedagogical products to make sex education better.
My name is Sini Havukainen and I'm originally midwife, and I used to work as a midwife many years in delivery room, but I'm also the CEO and a co-founder of Layette. Layette is an application, mobile application, and it's for pregnant women and for the new parents. So, when you get pregnant, the head is full of questions. What to do, what to eat, how to exercise, how to breastfeed, how about the delivery, all the pain reliefs, everything. So we have put together all the best maternity knowledge in the world, and there is one application that you can trust what they say. And actually we are cooperating with Heart Association, Diabetes Association, Red Cross and so on. So we have the most high quality knowledge in the whole world.
My name is Markus Klöf. I'm co-founder here at Good Guys Kombucha, and our main product is raw and living kombucha. That is fermented tea beverage. And then also we do different kind of tea products and starter kits for making homebrew kombucha as well.
My idea and inspiration comes from, partly probably my own kind of growing up journey and all of the things that I've personally experienced. But when I was studying in the University of Tampere to become a classroom teacher and we had to do our thesis, that's when I started working with sexuality education, and kind of the more I learned about it, the more I felt like I needed to do something about things that were kind of not up to date. So that's where I originally got that spark.
And the story behind the Layette pregnancy application is that, as I told you, I have worked as a midwife many years in the hospital, but then we moved to California, to Silicon Valley, and there I realized that, in Finland we have the lowest maternal and infant mortality rates. Finland has been selected year after year to be the best country in the world to be a mom, and we have very unique maternity clinic concept here. So I thought that how I, as a Finnish midwife, how I can help, like the rest of the world and millions of people, and of course create a new export product for Finland. So that's how Layette was founded 2015.
The whole idea was from the love of tea. The mission has been from the beginning to raise awareness for the health benefits of tea, and then also raise the people's appreciation for loose leaf quality tea in this promised land of coffee.
We are currently all employed elsewhere, but still working on this project together. So I have my sister working with me, and then my childhood friend who's doing all of our illustrations.
We have a team of 12 people at the moment, me and my brother Juho, who is living in Dubai. So we are the co-founders, and Juho is doing all the design things at the moment, and also our board member. But then we have many different roles in Layette. We have 3 software developers, and then we have all the marketing and sales, and also another midwife, and actually we have quite a huge team at the moment.
There is a really miscellaneous team, so it was a group of friends, and with really various backgrounds. So my background is in event production and productions, and then other co-founders were from finance. One is a rapper, one is a video artist, and then one is a nurse. So we have a really various background where we came, but no kombucha makers before.
I'll say equality, openness, and happier people.
First one is passion, because it's everything. And the second one is unicorn, because it's a startup team, but also in our company it's our mascot. And the third one is social impact. So we want to grow. Our valuation will be like unicorn valuation, but still with social impact. And we will do it with a passion.
For our company, the products, then the value is to bring better choices. And for the team, it's always been about friendship.
I obviously am in love with the subjects that I'm working with, but it doesn't really matter how much you actually love the stuff that you are kind of trying to achieve, that you also have to do things that you don't love and that you're just doing because they need to be done. So it's kind of a scale, and when that scale tips towards having to do more of the irritating stuff, then it's probably time to quit. So I still do think that there are more things in my business that I like than things that I don't like. The journey as an entrepreneur has had so many more ups and downs and obstacles and just crazy turns and twists that I ever imagined. So even though I've only been an entrepreneur for like a year and a half, I feel like that's been my life journey. Like so many things have happened and I've learned so much. I've had to overcome these really huge feelings of let down or shame. When you're a person who goes through things through feelings, then entrepreneurship is, I don't know if it's harder, but you do need to be kind of aware of the fact that everything that happens, you're going to be the one who's responsible for it. And you're also going to have to go through all the emotions that come with the responsibility. You're the one who failed, you're the one who made it. And you kind of easily get caught up in those more negative things and you forget that you've actually achieved many things that are very positive.
There's so many different things happen, but one that was a turning point was the heat wave that came during 2018 when it was more than 30 degrees, I think 3 weeks in a row. And because kombucha is a fermented product and it's very sensitive to temperature, and we didn't have any temperature control in our Nekala facility, so that ended up being disastrous for our product and we had to actually get rid of thousands of liters of kombucha. And then also the products that were already in the shelves of the stores, they started exploding and we had to start doing rapidly R&D how we can avoid this risk. And also that was really important learning for us. Now we knew that we need to build a temperature controlled fermentation room, for example, and how we actually streamlined the production.
It affected tremendously. Yes, all of my gigs were cancelled because they were, large, like 25 to 50 people coming to one place for a workshop or a lecture or something like this. So I needed to make really fast decisions. Then I was offered to take a teaching job and I decided to go for it just for financial safety. Obviously, I still love teaching. I didn't leave teaching because I don't like it. It was just that teaching restricted my abilities to do something bigger for sexuality education. But now that I'm doing both, I'm seeing that it might be a possibility, now that I have had that 1 year to build the business, that it is actually maybe possible to even have it as a side hustle or not having it as my number one job. I could have it as something that kind of goes with my teaching job.
I think quite a lot because the whole main businesses are in Asia area, and of course we have some sales and some customers here in Finland, but our main idea is to open the international markets. And now because everything is closed and we cannot fly, and even when we have those people who do those negotiations for us in Beijing and in Tokyo, but even they cannot see face to face, so everything should be online at the moment. So in Finland it's normal. I think in Finland it's very common to have online meetings at the moment, but in Asia it's not, like at least in Japan, it's something you really don't do. So we just have to wait. Of course, we have done very busy days, but kind of more our strategy thing and with our own team.
In our case, of course, the impact was straight when restaurants and coffee shops, they closed. Luckily for us, we managed to open other channels like S Group at the same time, so we were able to grow during the early months of the year. But of course, it's been a very different year. No events, it's harder to actually meet with your customers. So yeah, it's a different year.
Yes, I have. Many times. Like when you're trying something really hard and you yourself are really excited about something, and then maybe you launch something and the reactions are kind of lame, or people, maybe they could be excited, but that my marketing is maybe bad, or something else has gone wrong in that process. But then it feels like the world is collapsing. Like this was something that I had huge hopes for, and then bleh, something happened and it didn't go as I planned. And then those can be the situations when I feel like no one is interested in this, I don't have any customers, no one's gonna ever buy anything from me, so I can just quit.
Not maybe give up, but like of course, at least those days during the Corona situation, it's like we just have to do everything like with double motivation and double passion that it goes through.
No. Building a company is always tough. You have to put a lot of hours, and you're working really closely with your teammates, and it emphasizes that you have to have actually good relationships, and you have to have open relationship with your teammates. So there is room, because when somebody is feeling down, the other persons need to kind of pick them up. So that teamwork in startups.
The themes that I work with, they are very, very slowly kind of moving, and there's this bubble of people that these people like really know so much about sexuality and are so open and have no problems with it. They can just talk about it anywhere. When I'm in this bubble, I start to believe that no one actually needs what I have to offer anymore, because they already know everything. And then when that bubble bursts and I go to a different environment, talk to people that I've never talked to before, then I realize that, okay, this bubble is very small. And the other bubble that has all the other people in it that don't know anything about sexuality education and have like huge taboos and problems with their own relationship to sexuality, and these people are not the minority, they are the opposite. So there are a lot of people who still need what I have to offer, so that kind of keeps me going and gives me motivation.
Actually, I don't know why, I just have bored like that. So, like my brain is easily full of positive things. So whatever bad happens, I'm just, hey, this is, like maybe later I will understand why it happened, and, like everything happens for a reason. So at least I'm happy and grateful that my mindset is kind of a positive way. I do a lot of sport, so I do a lot of walking in the nature, and actually we have a huge garden, so I love to be outside, and even I'm very extrovert with the hundreds of perfect friends and people all around. Still, I love to be also by myself. I love to be like listen good music, have my cup of coffee here, and alone in the backyard terrace, and just like listen those birds and smell, like the wind, and just enjoying of the nature.
I don't know any other way, to be honest. I've been an entrepreneur for the past 10 years, and I think you either have it or you don't. You've got to love it in order to keep going. Again, it comes to this passion. It's a driving factor for the members, for the team, and there have definitely been these times when it might be hard, you have to pull products from the store, but always it's just a challenge that you need to face and think how you solve it. That's pretty much what being an entrepreneur is, solving problems. And as long as you're passionate about it, then it doesn't feel hard that much.
Passion, of course, is more important if I compare passion and money. But personally, I think it's not money or passion. It can be both, because of course it's my target that someday we can get a lot of money as a result for that passion that we have at the moment.
Passion is definitely our driving mission because it keeps you going. If your motivation is only money, then when things get tough, as they always do in some point when you're building a company, I will guarantee you will quit in some point. But as long as your driving force is passion and building some bigger things and some bigger missions that you're on than just making money, you will always find a solution for those problems. Of course, we want to make a positive impact. We want to make also a positive impact for people's health through our products, and we want to be a positive force in the community by offering jobs and good working environment. Also, when we are designing products, we are thinking how we can make this change happen. We try to recycle, make zero waste products. When we're considering packaging, we choose the ecological options. That's why we also have a glass bottle that is recyclable. These kind of choices.
I love the idea exactly the same, that I'm proud to be the midwife from Finland who is helping people all around the world. It's the same thing with the social impact. So I think I could not work on the company just for the money or just for the success or something like that, because as a nurse, as a midwife, I have to use to help people. Inside of my heart, I want to do all the good things and take care of people's health, for example. So it's something in my dream that I can do both at the same time. So I can do good things with the huge social impact, helping people and doing business at the same time.